Okay, great. I'll jump right in. So one of the first questions we got was from someone who says that they're migrating their folders, subfolders, and files from our file servers to SharePoint Online. Are there any techniques to first convert the subfolders to metadata so we don't have the same endless subfolder tree hierarchy?
Yeah, for sure. So when you have a subfolder hierarchy in your file shares, this just shows that your users have found their own way of classifying and organizing their files so they can find it easier. And when you're moving to SharePoint Online, this classification and organization can still be done by subfolders, but now you have more powerful techniques of organizing. And some of these techniques include creating these things called content types or site columns or metadata, if you call it. And you could still use subfolders, but ideally with a combination of these items and metadata. So by switching over to SharePoint Online, which is that enterprise content management, and taking advantage of these content type concepts and metadata concepts, you're really setting yourself up for the future with respect to many aspects. And one of these aspects is the ability to create views. You can use views to organize your documents by setting your filtering, your sorting, your grouping, your totaling, your color coding, your conditional formatting, and in turn saving these views for later use. Also, when somebody's searching, not only does the search crawl the content of the documents itself, but it also looks at the tagged metadata in the column to give you the most relevant result. And in the future, we hope that this metadata is going to feed new kind of tools like Copilot to give you better answers to your Copilot asked questions in your chatbots. And throughout the webinar, I kind of talked about this concept a lot. It's very important that during the analysis of your file shares and folder structures, to come up with this target state information architecture. And this includes things like site collections, teams, channels, content types, metadata, column types, and all your document library configurations so that before you're actually performing your migration, the structure is already set up to be easily used with all of these metadata concepts that I just talked about while minimizing that endless subfolder tree hierarchy to provide that really nice, seamless user experience. But there is a big caveat here. Let's not fool ourselves that this is a quick and easy process, though, right? It probably involves talking to your business unit owners who own those subfolder and those structures, showing them how much easier it could be with metadata. And on top of this, you should also consider the adoption, change management, and training initiatives I talked a lot throughout the webinar. And this definitely should occur on that side of the equation.
Perfect. Thank you. Whoever asked that question got all the information they could possibly need.